Today we discuss speed control of DC shunt motor. First, what is shunt motor? In a shunt motor, the field winding is connected in parallel with the armature winding. Okay, now we discuss the methods of speed control. The different methods of speed control in DC shunt motor are explained below. Number 1, flux control method. Number 2, armature control method. And number 3, voltage control method. In a voltage control method, there are two methods. One is multiple voltage control and second is Ward-Lenot system. Now the equation of DC shunt motor. Back EMF EB of a DC motor is nothing but the induced EMF in armature conductor due to rotation of the armature in magnetic field. Thus, the magnitude of EB, that means EB means back EMF, can be given by EMF equation of a DC generator. EMF equation of a DC generator equals to back EMF equation of a DC motor. Now EB equals to phi ZNP by 60A, where P equals to number of the pole, phi equals to flux per pole, N equals to speed in RPM, Z equals to number of armature conductor, and A equals to parallel path. EB can also be given equals to V minus IARA. V equals to supply voltage and IARA armature voltage drop. Thus from the above equation, N equals to EB into 60A by phi ZP. But for a DC motor, A, P and Z are constant. That means N varies K into EB by phi, where K equals to constant. This shows the speed of a DC motor is directly proportional to the back EMF and inversely proportional to the flux per pole. Now we discuss the flux control method. It is already explained above. The speed of a DC motor is inversely proportional to the flux per pole. Thus, by decreasing the flux, speed can be increased and vice versa. It is based on the fact that the varying the flux, the motor speed can be changed, and hence named the flux control method. In this method, a variable resistance is placed in series with shunt field winding. The shunt field rheostat reduces the shunt field current ISH and hence the flux phi. Therefore, we can only raise the speed of the motor above the normal speed. Generally, this method permits to increase the speed in the ratio 3:1. In shunt motor, as field current is relatively very small, ISH square R loss is small. That means field copper loss. Therefore, this method is quite efficient. True speed can be increased above the rated value by reducing flux with this method. Now see the circuit diagram of flux control method. This part is called armature and this part is called field. Field and armature are connected in parallel and one rheostat is connected in series with the field. Now we control the rheostat. We can, by control the rheostat we can control the flux, and by flux control we control the speed of a DC shunt motor. Now we discuss the armature control method. What is the armature control method? This method is based on the fact that by varying the voltage available across the armature, the back EMF and hence the speed of the motor can be changed. This is done by inserting a variable resistance RC in series with the armature. RC means controller resistance. Now EB equals to V minus IA into RA plus RC. RC is controller resistance and RA is armature resistance. If RC is increasing, then the armature voltage drop also increasing, and supply voltage and EB is decreasing. Also, N varies EB, therefore speed also decreases. The highest speed is when RC equals to 0, that is normal speed. Hence, this method can only provide speeds below the normal speed. And this link for virtual lab. Now I open the virtual lab link, and speed control of DC motor by field resistance control. That means field flux control method. Now we simulate. Now we perform the test of speed control of DC motor by field resistance control. Okay, go to the simulation page, and the apparatus is here. This is main switch. This is 3-point starter. This is field resistance and armature resistance. Both are variable resistance. Voltmeter, ammeter, DC motor, and the front view of DC motor. This is rotor. Okay. Now, how to connect the circuit? First, there are a instruction to connect the circuit. First, we connect A to K. That means main to armature, and another is main to field. Now, now we connect main to voltmeter, and main to starter. Now we connect. Now we connect ammeter to field resistance. Field resistance F to D, and field resistance to motor. Field resistance to motor field. This is armature resistance, armature part, and H to armature, H to I voltmeter, and voltmeter and armature is connected now, and field goes to ammeter. Now we check the connection. Okay, now we switch on. Okay, switch is on. Red is converted to green. That means the main power is on. Now we simulate the circuit, and this is field control method, field resistance. The first set the voltage at 220 volt. Now we adjust the field resistance and take two readings. Take 6 readings in different ampere. We measure ampere and measure the speed. Okay. Now first is zero point 0.1 ampere and speed is 2500 rpm. Now we take this reading in table 1. Next reading we take 0.2 ampere and speed is 2340. Now we add to table. After that, number 3, 0.3 ampere and speed is 2100. Number 4, sorry, number 4 is zero point 0.4 ampere and speed is 1930. Number 5 is zero point 0.5 ampere and speed is 1700 rpm. Now 0.6 ampere and speed is 1575. 0.7 ampere speed is 1480. 0.8 ampere speed is 1400. Now this is the observation table. 0.1 ampere 2500, 0.2 2340. When current is increasing, the speed of the motor is decreasing. That means EV varies, N varies 1 by 5. Okay, N varies 1 by 5. N varies 1 by 5. Phi is decreasing and speed is increasing. Also phi is increasing and N is decreasing. Now we plot a graph. Here the graph point 2, zero point 4, zero point 6 and zero point 0.8, and there are many other points. 0.1 is 2500, 0.2 is 2300. Similarly, the current is increasing and speed decreasing. Okay, this is field control method. Now we perform the speed control of DC motor by armature resistance control, and the apparatus is required for the experiment. This is MCB, 3-point starter, voltmeter, ammeter, speedometer, and this is the variable resistance which is connected to series in field circuit, and the another variable resistance which is connected in series with armature circuit. And A1, A2 is armature terminal and F1 and F2 is field terminal. Now we connect the circuit and perform the experiment. First positive to A2, positive to F2. Now positive to voltmeter negative point, negative to line, and this is field and armature. And F and A used, F used for field and A used for armature. Okay. Now field to ammeter, ammeter output connect to field resistance, and the field variable resistance is connect to F1. Now A is connected to armature variable resistance and the output goes to A1. A1 connect to voltmeter positive and positive back to armature variable resistance. Now check the connection. Connection is right. Now on the circuit, circuit is on now. Now 220 volt and zero point 0.8 ampere and speed is 1360, and this is fast observation. Now we vary the armature voltage, 200 volt, speed is 1120. 90 and current is not changed. Okay, now take the next reading. 180 volt, speed is 1080. Now the voltage is 160 with the 0 and speed is 950 rpm. Now voltage is 140 and speed is 825 rpm. Now 120 volt and speed is 690 rpm. Okay. Now this is the observation table and the armature and the voltage is decreasing and speed also decreasing. Now we create a graph here and this is speed y-axis and x-axis is voltage. Now we see voltage is increasing and the speed is also increasing and uh, and this is the speed control of DC motor by armature control method.